Hey guys, Fire here, and I'm bringing you another good game review today. This time we're checking out Magical Drop. I think it's 4 or 6. I struggle with Roman numerals, so I think it's 4. Pretty sure it's 4. But this game is developed by Highball Games, Storm Trident, and published by Forever Entertainment and TA Publishing, so kind of some co-efforts across the board. It's a puzzle game currently available in the Xbox Store for a price starting at $30. So let's talk a little bit about this game. It's kind of like a matching set pairing game. It's got a single player mode and multiplayer mode where you can play local or online, which is great because if it didn't have online, that the $30 price point would be a little bit of a pill to swallow. A magical hall where you can kind of see and explore through all your different kind of things you've done, art pieces, collectibles, and then a shop that you can unlock later throughout the game. There is an options menu in here. It doesn't have too much accessibility stuff, unfortunately, but there is a little bit of stuff in here where you can do some things. And then a tutorial that kind of walks you through the game, or to be honest, if you haven't played in a while, you can get a nice little refresher. So let's talk about kind of the meat and potatoes of the game. It features a story mode. The story mode's okay. You're basically just going to be playing through progressive puzzles. Don't really know why the story's really there, to be honest. There's a match mode where you can basically play against AI that gets more and more challenging. It's a survival mode that could go as long as you can. Puzzles you can try to accomplish, and then a couple other different modes that you can unlock as you progress a little further throughout the game. Full transparency, I didn't quite get to unlock these, but I feel like I've played enough of the game to share my review and opinions for you guys. So while we do this, let's go ahead and dive into a puzzle. I'll play a normal puzzle, that way I can kind of explain to you how a little bit of the basics of the game works. Controls are pretty self-explanatory. You have to complete like at least the puzzles in a certain time frame, and basically you grab sets of things and then toss them down to pair out colors, and if you can pair out those colors, that's how you're ultimately going to finish things out and then progress into the next area. Now, when you're playing the normal game modes, this is going to kind of ramp up at a decent accelerated pace as you're kind of just dealing with a lot at one time, which becomes a kind of challenging thing when you have an AI that's constantly pressuring you to complete things as quick as you can. So I'm going to quickly just jump over now that you get to see a little bit of the puzzle. I'm just going to show you where I kind of play against the AI while I continue talking about the game, because that's going to kind of encompass the story. The story is, it's okay. It's easily forgettable as you're just kind of playing through the game. You'll unlock additional characters for the other modes as you play, and just different content all throughout. But it's always just going to be kind of the same stuff. Pick up, collect things, and then pair them out, and then kind of rinse and repeat and race to take out your opponent to then finish out those stages. And it's just kind of that constant mentality of rush, get as much as you can, pair as much as you can, and hope that things go well all in the process. I honestly, I like the art style. At first, I wasn't a big fan of it, but it's kind of grown on me just a little bit. But it still is a little bit of a, I don't know, kind of a unique experience and kind of an acquired taste. Now, this is a Japanese stylized game that's been kind of ported and brought over, so, you know, it definitely is that kind of game. Not traditionally the kind of games that I play a whole heck of a lot, but it's still neat to see and get to play some games into different regions nonetheless. So, you know, but again, for me, it's not really my norm / cup of tea. I think the puzzles and pace of the game is great. It can be extremely chaotic at times and get very frustrating, but I think that's kind of the principle of the game. The controls are super simplistic. The audio honestly fits the game very well, and the art style is very unique. Although there are some parts of the game that seem overly sexualized that don't really need that, but, you know, can't really control that because that's kind of the style they chose to go with. I do like the kind of educational pace of how they teach the game to you, where that is done really well, but it does kind of come at mild costs of just kind of, it's almost too fast at times. Like, you consider it like we're playing on the easy mode right now, and we still lose to AI. And I think if anybody just doesn't have like super good reaction times, I think you're gonna kind of struggle with this game. I don't think it's very entry level friendly, just at the pace of how things work in the game, and it's gonna be more for someone who has super fast response times and can really like mash onto their controller, especially when you get into like the multiplayer realm and world of the game and how that's gonna be going. Overall, I think it's okay. I don't think it's a game that I'd recommend going out of your way for, but if you like Japanese style puzzle games with multiplayer aspects, it's probably a fit for you. I think that maybe the $30 is a little too much for this game. I think $20 might open the door a lot more to other people, and also some tweaks to just how some of the difficulty levels work. Because realistically, easy should be easy for players, and you know, easy kind of feels like a closer to hard mode. So, and I've tried hard mode, and it's absolutely obnoxious. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts on Magical Drop 4, 5, 6. I'm sorry, I suck with Roman numerals, but yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. I appreciate hanging out with me, and I hope to see you again soon.